Mr. Jonathan Gosnell.
All right, I got a story I'm going to tell. This happened in my early 20s, working at my dad's pizza place. It's Monday night, nice and slow. Notice my manager's looking a little bit weird. I'm like, hey man, are you high? He's like, I am. I'm really high. And I get it. If you're working in customer service, you got to be high or drunk or on something. Not me, a little bit more straight-laced. I like getting fucked up after work. So my shift's over, going to leave. I'm like, I'm going to go home, relax, enjoy the rest of my night. Or I could get high with my manager and say, fuck all that. So that's my first mistake I make this night. I go back in and it's like, hey, I want some of that. And he was just like, it's synthetic, it's the fake stuff. I'm like, sure, that can't be that bad for you, right? Some people know. So I go to his truck, get the bowl, take one hit, take a second hit. This is my second mistake of the night. One hit was more than enough to fuck me up. So I'm walking back to the restaurant. Gravity's kind of all weird and everything. The world's constantly spinning. I feel like I got to keep spinning with it. And I'm goofing off with my manager. It's a great time. You know, Monday night, slow, whatever. Well, then all of a sudden, I completely forget that I am on drugs. But I still have all the issues. I have the time issue, the gravity thing. And I'm looking at him like, what's going on? And he was just like, oh, you'll be fine. I'll pass in a minute. I'm like, no, I'm dying. I am in a coma. This is one of two things. I was in a car accident on a delivery, and now I'm in my car bleeding out dying. This is what's happening. And he's like, no, you'll be fine. Go lay down. Go sit down in the office. You'll be fine. So when he told me to go to the office, that's when gravity shifted 90 degrees, and I started rolling on the ground. My mind looked really cool. Reality looked like this. So I'm in the office, laying on the floor, back to the wall, because gravity's that way now. When my manager comes by, tries to shake me, and I grab him. I almost pulled him to the floor. I'm like, how much longer am I gonna be this way? He's like, dude, it'll be fine. I'll pass in a minute. Help. He gets me up, sits me in the chair. I'm sitting in the office chair. I'm rocking. I pull my phone. I try to call my girlfriend at the time. You know, want that phone a friend help. She doesn't pick up because I'm dying in a coma and I can't reach out through the ether to her. It's not happening. So I'm like, well, it is time to do something very drastic. So I go to punch the monitor because I just want to start fucking stuff up, hoping this will snap me out of this death. I miss and I hit the wall. That hurt. So I hop up, I run outside, and I'm like, I'm gonna find the first car and jump in front of it because this needs to stop. This is how you get out of a coma, is you do this, right? I got a friend, he was in a coma, that's how you got out of it, right? You jumped in front of a car in your coma, perfect. My manager runs out and grabs me. And he's like, dude, you're fucked up, you smoked something. And this is the first time they've told me this. I don't know how long I was fucked up. I don't know how long I was on that floor. Pizza orders coming in. You know, guys walking in like, is he gonna be okay? Yeah, he's great. Cool. Sweet. And he finally tells me, you're fucked up. And that's when the spinning all of a sudden gets faster and faster. And if he hadn't been there, I would have been on the ground just throwing up everywhere. And I'm like, well, I gotta go to the hospital then. This is my third mistake. You don't need to go to the hospital when you're fucked up. They're not gonna help you. Luckily, my dad was called. I was intercepted. He wrapped me up in his jacket. He took me home. Actually took me to McDonald's first. I got some fries. And then took me home. And man, I do not do fake drugs anymore. No. The real drugs are the deal. Don't do this chemical bullshit. All right, thanks guys.